I mean, I'm sorry, but if you get last-minute instructions, you're training to be a lawyer, aren't you? Yes. Or not?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't.
If it's too difficult, perhaps you shouldn't be pursuing a career in law.
And secondly, there's no other compelling reasons why the case should be disposed of at the trial under CPR 24.2. Thank you for your information, and I would now advise you on the potential causes of action. Do you recall what were you wearing?
I was wearing a Christmas theme outfit.
Mr. Kopijek, on the night of the incident, you were hired to take a photograph of Bang Bang Bar, weren't you?
I was, yeah. They commissioned me to take some photographs for their website, yeah.
So in my last video, I did a day as a law student, and you can see the differences between being a law student and a bar student in terms of the stress and the effort that I have to put in. So what is the bar course, aka BPTC? So BPTC means Bar Professional Training Course. And what is a barrister? There are two types of lawyers in the UK, the barristers and the solicitors. The barristers are the ones who advocate in the court, like you do submissions in the court to the judge, like you see in the movies, like technically. Solicitors, they only do the paperwork in the office, but in other countries like Malaysia, it's a combination of two of them. And why did I choose the bar course? Because that is the only course that is recognized by the Malaysian bar to be qualified as a lawyer in Malaysia. So instead of taking the Malaysian bar, which is CLP, I took the UK bar, BPTC. It's the same thing. I still have to do 9 months of pupillage or chambering in order to be qualified as a barrister. What is it like to be a bar student? Imagine you have to pass all 10 modules and attend 12 qualifying sessions in your ins and do 5 hours of legal aid, aka pro bono, and all of that in 9 months. So here's a little info about myself. I did my bar course in BBP University in Bristol, and I was the first batch being in Bristol. Besides having the hardest course, you have to be really disciplined because they take attendance seriously. If you come to classes later than 10 minutes, you'll be taken as absent, like for real. And in order to graduate from the bar course, you have to get like 85% of attendance. And guess what? Your girl got 100% attendance because I live like 8 minutes walk away from the school. So the bar course is no doubt the most intensive course that I've ever taken in my life. Even the British people in UK, they don't go for bar course because they know that it's really hard to find jobs in the UK as a barrister. How is the bar course assessed? It's a combination of practical and theoretical. The practical modules are advocacy, conference, and opinion writing, drafting. All of them are in typing, so we do like drafting things, so it's more theoretical based. Why is the bar harder than our law degree? Because for the LLB undergrads, you only take 4 modules a year, whilst for the bar course, you take 10 modules in a year. And if you're not gifted with public speaking skills, practical assessment could be really difficult for you, like me. So why did I say it was the most intensive course ever? Because and we have 4 days of classes in a week. Sometimes we have classes back to back. Sometimes we have 3 classes in a day. Because being an introvert, it's really challenging to talk in front of so many people and to be assessed by professional judges, professional barristers, and getting instant feedback from your speaking. So it's really challenging. So every week we have the advocacy class, which is like, so advocacy is 100% based on your practical and interactions with a judge. So basically how you're gonna advocate in a court with a judge or representing your client. And to be honest, the first few weeks of the advocacy classes, I cried almost every week. And after every advocacy class, I cried. And you can ask my housemates, all of them have seen me cry. Because I've never done any public speaking or debating. I was never a smart student, and I was never a student that is active with all this public speaking and I don't know, speak in front of the class. I was a shy person, and I still am. The first few weeks of the classes, I got so depressed. I could never forget one of my advocacy tutors. He was like,
Well, I mean, I'm sorry, but if you get last minute instructions, you're training to be a lawyer, aren't you? Or not? If it's too difficult, perhaps you shouldn't be pursuing a career in law. But this is nothing to do with last minute instructions. I'd be thinking description straight away, even before I have my last minute instructions.
Perhaps you shouldn't be pursuing a career in law.
They ask you how you are.
for the entire 9 months, I was really stressful. And every time when I was doing video calls with my families in Malaysia, I always ended up crying in front of them. I just couldn't take the stress anymore. All the stressful things about bar aside, I managed to pass. Well, to be honest, I actually failed 2 modules out of 10. And one of the modules was so fucking close, like it was only 2 marks away. And the other one was actually passed, but it's just I got a fatal flaw for conference. Whatever. I managed to pass all 3 modules on my second sitting, so this is why I was called in November when I was supposed to call in July. But never mind. So once you've done the 9 months course and you manage to pass in July, you get called to the bar in your ins. It's a little bit complicated because like in order to take the bar course, you have to join one of the 4 ins. So it's like a guild or society that you have to join. To be honest, the bar course has pushed me out of my comfort zone, and the fact that you have to juggle 10 modules at the same time, that means like you have to have good time management and plan ahead. You cannot do last minute work like the undergrads. You can never pass the bar course if you do it last minute. I mean, unless you're smart ass, so a stupid person like me can pass. All you need is a hard work and dedication. That's all I've got for you guys. See you and next bye. I'm trying to get a good thumbnail. I'm trying to get a good thumbnail for this video. Fuck, it's so heavy. Oh, fuck.